Konnichiwa, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll show you how I upcycled a vintage Japanese kimono obi belt into a beautiful corset. If you enjoyed this project, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more upcycling ideas. So here's the story behind this project. I have a regular customer who has been visiting my store since I started the market this summer. She had the idea of turning a kimono into a corset. At first, I wasn't sure if it was possible, so I watched hundreds of YouTube videos by corset makers and decided to give it a try for myself. As you can see, it turned out to be a stunning piece and my customer absolutely fell in love with it. She ended up ordering one for herself using a cherry blossom obi from my collection. The cherry blossom pattern has a couple of beautiful meanings. Because the flowers bloom all at once, it's often seen as a symbol of abundance and prosperity. And since they bloom in spring, a season of new beginnings, they also represent fresh starts and new chapters in life. I sourced this particular kimono obi, a fukuro obi, from a vintage Japanese kimono retailer for around £100. These days, you can find kimono for as little as £5. But for high-quality pieces in great condition with gorgeous designs, the price range varies significantly. This obi was in perfect condition, almost as if it had never been worn, or perhaps only once for fitting. My client has a great eye for detail and picked one of the most beautiful pieces from my collection. So that's the backstory. Shall we get started? As always, I began by untying the fabric using a seam ripper, ironing the edges, and cutting the fabric to the required length. I also removed the back panel from the front design and ironed the edges so that I could reuse that part of the fabric. I'll be using this backing fabric as an inner and straps. Then I placed the pattern I created to match my client's size. Next, I sewed and connected the pieces for the front and back panels. Throughout the process, I made sure to iron all the seam allowances for a neat finish. Here's a lesson and learn. A little extra care goes a long way in maximizing the beauty of the piece and enhancing client satisfaction. Added boning to give the corset structure, making sure to round the edges of the boning to prevent it from damaging the fabric. For the back, I originally planned to use eyelets for the lacing holes. However, I realized they were damaging the fabric and could fall out over time. Instead, I made fabric loops and stitched them securely. I also needed 4 to 5 meters of straps for the shoulder ties and back lacing. While it would be easier and cheaper to buy ribbons or pre-made strings, I felt that straps made from the same obi fabric looked so much better and tied the design together, so I went ahead and made all by myself. By the way, by the time I got to the finishing touches, it was already 9 p.m. and of course I made a mistake. So here's a clip of me undoing some seams. Here it is, the finishing piece. I handed it to my client in person at the market. It looked absolutely stunning and fits her perfectly. What do you think? If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more upcycling projects. さようなら!